So women can't get over men from their past, and ex-husbands moved on. This is the reality of it right now, where modern women can no longer pair bond, and they're seeing the consequences of this. And of course, they don't take any accountability. Rather, they lash out at men on social media. We're checking out a video from Talk That Thought. And it basically evaluates and illustrates the reason why, especially as men are entering into their soft guy era, women are basically left up a creek without a paddle. Let's jump into the video. And the full video is, of course, linked in the description.
Back family. Today's video will review women who left their husband for absolutely no good reasons, then regret their decision later on in life.
So here's how I learned how to meet my own needs after divorce. So I'm that girl that was in relationships from the time she was 14 years old until at 31, I looked at my husband and I was like, peace out, dude, I'm gonna go do me now. But it didn't take me long after leaving my marriage to just find the next guy. The thing was, the next guy was a lot younger and I knew that it wasn't going to last forever. He looked at me the same way. It was a casual thing. But ending that casual thing, that's when it got really hard. Casual guy and I are still great friends, but separating that meant me going out on my own emotionally for the first time since I was 14 years old. When that casual thing ended and I was like, okay, Jade, we're doing this. We're gonna learn how to just fulfill our own needs. I went through at least a 6 to 8 month span where I was very angry at men. Very angry. Because in my world, in my life, they've basically been a constant letdown. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And during that very, very angry phase that I had, I still, in my head, was thinking, I still need to find a partner, and that, the search hadn't ended. The problem is, when you centralize your focus on finding a relationship, you settle way too easily. You settle for trash. Because you're still in that headspace where it's like, it's better to have someone than nobody at all. So one day it hit me. I didn't know who I was. I had been a stay-at-home mom for years, and everything had just been focus on the kids and everything. And one day I was like, I don't even know what I like. I don't know what I like to do. When it hit me that if I just took the energy and the focus that I had put on men and focused it on learning new skills, cultivating friendships with good boundaries with men, and traveling or doing what it is that I want to do, it was revolutionary. And one of the things that I've noticed is that as I focus on just doing me and being the best version of me, I attract some of the best men. I have multiple deep friendships with men who I trust and respect, men who have shown me that they're not all like the ones from my past. And my secret to navigating all of this now is that all of the men that I meet are friend zone, all of them. Because I truly believe that my perfect person will be a friend first. And that my perfect person will come to me with honesty. So even though I'm such a romantic at heart and I really want love, my primary focus is not relationships.
Guys, do you see that level of total BS? So basically, she's gathering up men, friend zoning all of these men. She has men for different purposes. So this man helps pay these bills. This man helps this. This man helps with that. And then when she's ready, she will choose from this group of friend zone men which one she allows to become her primary beta male provider. This is the reality that we now live in. So these women who were out in the streets, they were out there running around with Chad and Tyrone. She left her husband. She had a good husband. He was boring. So she left him, went to the streets, began hooking up with young Chads, young Tyrones. And these women, they know right off the bat that these relationships will never work because these are not marriageable men. They're just for fun. They're pretty things. These guys are still young. They still have energy, so they can go very long and go much longer than older men. It's just for fun. But and of course she's still in touch with him, like she lets you know, he's not in the friend zone. He's basically in the other F zone. So basically, it's a situationship where he doesn't have to invest anything in the relationship, but he gets regular access to her in ways that the other men don't. So he's not actually investing anything in their relationship, and she is not expecting anything of him. Basically, they are providing each other with physical intimacy when necessary, when needed. And then from all of the men that she's met, she is stringing them along. And these are a bunch of simps. They don't know better, or they will never change their ways. And they are casually sitting there in the friend zone, being used, being taken advantage of. And one guy will buy things for the kids, pick up meals. Another one will help with the rent. Another one may cover a phone bill. you know another one, he's a foodie, so whenever she wants DoorDash or Uber Eats, she's gonna hit that guy up and ask him to like grab her something. China, if she's in the mood for Chinese, he's gonna get her Chinese. If she wants some Mickey D's, he's gonna get her some Mickey D's. Different simps for different purposes. And this is just how she's going to live her life. And she has children. This is a woman with children. This is a woman with an ex-husband, you know, and this is the way that she's living right now. And this is the way modern women live. And all of that trauma that she's experienced, that is stuff, that's what she wanted. She chose that because she would not, most women will not be happy either way. Women deliberately choose these traumatic experiences. They choose men who will give them trauma because it gives them a dopamine rush. So it doesn't matter how toxic these guys are. It doesn't matter if their friends are telling them, "Hey, girl, this guy is toxic. You need to stay away from him." No matter, that will just make her want him more, because women need that steady flow of both good emotions and bad emotions so they can get that regular dopamine rush, because we're dealing with dopamine junkies. From the very moment that a little girl is born, she starts experimenting, and she starts to notice that she gets hits when she starts crying rapidly. So, for example, you'll have a baby girl in the crib and she just starts crying furiously, and you don't know what's wrong. So then the parents rush over and they're like, "Oh, what's wrong, baby? What's wrong?" She deliberately starts crying. So she works herself up and she messes with her parasympathetic nervous system. So now she's in a emotional, she's in a worked up state, right? So then mommy or daddy comes, or both of them. They pick her up, they start calming her down, and then her parasympathetic nervous system then returns to a normal state gradually. What ends up happening? She goes from a negative emotional state to a positive emotional state very quickly. As a result, her brain gives her a release of dopamines. She's like, "This is awesome." So she enjoys that dopamine rush. She might go to sleep. Mommy and daddy will give her some food. She's getting a reward for this bad behavior. And then she's going to continually replicate this behavior many times over the course of her life. It'll even become worse as she gets older, so that she can get this rush. And when by the time she becomes an adult, she's not able to be in stable relationships, because the only relationships that actually bring her happiness, real happiness, are unstable, toxic relationships with men who will constantly bring her from emotional states, emotional highs to emotional lows, and be both a source of pleasure and pain. It's a crazy notion, but this is how modern women operate. This is how women have always operated. It's sad to say that. Women view stability as boring, while men view stability as exciting. When a man can come home every single day and have a good meal, that's exciting to him. When he doesn't have to break his back to survive, that's exciting to him. When he can sit down and play video games whenever he wants to, that's exciting for him. When he can get on a plane and go on a nice trip, that's exciting for him. Men are very, very simple creatures, and men don't even need to travel that much. A guy being able to just go out into the nature and just hang out, go camping or hunting, small things like that. These are exciting things to men, because men live such chaotic lives. Men are always fighting in this world. Every day, a man goes out into this world and he's constantly at war with the world just to survive. While women, when they are born, they become millionaires by the time they're 18. They live life on easy mode, and they don't know this. And they think that the entire world, they think that men exist to serve them, and to make them feel better, and make them happy. This is the reason, guys. I've literally had women say that when I've made videos saying that it is not the job of men to make women happy. Only women can make themselves happy. I've had many women come after these videos. Many women come after them saying that that's hate speech, saying that a woman is not a man's job to make a woman happy, and it's a woman's job to make herself happy. Guys, they've been gaslighting us forever, and that's why they hate the soft guy era, because men are now basically flipping it all back on them, and men are walking away from Western society and relationships in Western society, and women have no recourse for this. And then if you look at what's happening right now, you know, it's not going to get better. The sky high inflation, it's because of all the money that's being printed. We don't have there's so many, a lot of people have left the economy. 30 million men are not working. So where's all of this money coming from? It's being printed out of thin air. And people think that, oh well, if inflation rates go down, that means that the prices go down. This is incorrect. If inflation goes down, the prices don't go down. Those prices are here to stay. It just means that the rate at which inflation increases decreases. So for example, instead of going from $8 for a Big Mac to $12 for a Big Mac, no, over the course of a year, no, it'll go from 8 to maybe 9, and people will say that's not bad. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's not going to get any better. And these companies that they're entirely around profit growth, all they're going to keep doing is getting rid of employees and looking for ways to use AI to get rid of employees. I've said this countless times that artificial intelligence won't replace people. People using artificial intelligence will replace people. So you'll have a person using AI that can now do the job of 10 people, just using AI. So they'll get rid of. So you can do the job of 10 people. Good. So we're gonna cut that extra weight. We're gonna cut that extra weight. We're gonna get rid of 10 jobs. We're gonna replace that with just a single person, and there we go. There we go. Guys, nothing lasts forever. And by the way, don't forget I have another channel called Angry where I discuss gaming, anime, geek stuff, nerd stuff, real world stuff, and whatever else interests me. There's a link to in the description of the video. Go check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Support my work. And if you're enjoying the content on this channel and you want even more content like this, head over to the Men Walking Away channel. I release daily videos on that channel. So if you want even more content like the content on the Angry Guy channel, head over to Men Walking Away. There's a link to that channel in the description of the video, as well as the Angry channel. Subscribe to my channel, support my work, enjoy the content. What do you guys think regarding this? Women can't get over men from their past and ex-husbands and move on. What do you guys think regarding this? I want to hear your thoughts. So let's talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA Men Walking Away. And cheers.